Today we're going waterfall rappelling and rafting. We did hire a company to take us to these different places, and I realized that they worked with outside companies, but it was okay. It was still very comfortable and definitely made the transition easier. They picked us up from our hotel and brought us to the waterfall rappelling first. Once you arrive, there are restrooms and lockers, so you don't have to worry about keeping your stuff dry. You don't have to worry about your valuables because the locker's locked. And then there's a photographer that actually gets pictures of your family doing these waterfall rappellings, which is a great thing because honestly, even if you do carry your phone or a camera with you, you're still not going to be able to get those distant shots. So unless you're wearing a GoPro, just really leave everything else in the locker. You do want water shoes for this that fit you correctly. They give you all your other gear, the helmet, they harness you up, they go over the safety, tell you how to do it. And everyone in our family had a really good time except for Nathaniel because he was quite literally shaking from fear at one point. But honestly, only the first waterfall rappelling section is a little scary. After that, it gets a little less, except for the monkey jump. And the only person that actually did that was Marcus.
It's pretty much the only area in the entire rappelling thing where you could just do a free fall. It wasn't very long or very fast. It was more just 30, 40 feet, and then you fall into a pool of water. It was pretty fun, but it wasn't too exhilarating.
There was a spot where Nathaniel could have exited with one of the adults, but honestly, we knew each of the waterfalls were a little less extreme than especially the first one. So we did have him stick it through. From here, we did go to the rafting area. And this is honestly the only rafting tour that you need to do because we do a few others throughout the trip and I'll go over those. But if you do this one, it is the best version of all of those put together in one. So I highly recommend this rafting company. You meet at a business office and then they take you to the location where you're gonna go rafting. There are restrooms, there are locker, there are professional photographers. So again, you can leave everything. Water shoes are helpful here, but you don't need them. But they take you down. There's a guy telling you what to do, how to do it. It's fun, but it's not dangerously fun, just a little bit of excitement.
The waters were so extreme that at some points we needed to get on the bottom of the raft and hold tight. This was because the water at some points just dipped down so low.
They stop along the way. They give you fruits and tell you stories.
And even gave us some decorations to put in our helmets.
And they even let the boys do flips off of the raft once we were out of the rapids area. And they were even able to point out certain trees and animals, and that was so much fun. Everyone in our house actually thoroughly enjoyed this. After the wave rafting, they take you to a restaurant style buffet place, but it looks like only tourists can go to this restaurant. And this was probably one of my favorite meals the whole time that we were there because the food was delicious. It was a buffet, so everybody can pick what they wanted to eat and how much of that one item they really liked.
After lunch, they brought us a mill house, and they pretty much were just trying to show us how sugarcane was the liquids inside were extracted, and they made some that was a juice, and they made one that was some kind of alcohol. I believe it was at 60 to 80%, I think something like that.
Stick around because we have a lot more activities to cover.